Let us not forget everything that happens is by the will of Allah. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or do the unthinkable, but to stand together as one. To Sunnahfollowers streaming every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnahfollowers. Assalamu alaikum, new class alert. Join us every Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Central for the Articles of Belief by Muhammad S. Adli, right here on Sunnahfollowers.
Before we begin, just as that little jingle was saying, put your dollar where your Dow was at. Alhamdulillah, I want to remind everyone, this is the 28th of the month, which is the end of the month. And we have the first coming up in about several days. And we do need donations to help cover our website expenses. As everyone knows, it's $2,000 a month, really more than that, but at least $2,000 a month to cover our website expenses. Please scan the code there. And or you can go to PayPal me/Sunnahfollowers and make a donation and think about the reward you're going to get. You know, think about how whatever reward Allah is giving me and all the people behind this website for the dawah we're doing, you're also getting that reward and the reward of anyone who benefits from what we teach, because were it not for you, they wouldn't be able to benefit. So, you know, this is the type of charity that will follow us even after this world. So please, guys, you know, support this dawah effort. We are a 5013. That means you can write us off on your taxes, you know, subhanallah, and all your money by us being a 5013C, it lets you know that all your money is going right to this website and not in anyone's pocket. So please support us. Right now, we have nothing in our account because we were overdrawn as usual. We were $14 overdrawn, and I ended up putting the money in there from my personal money. So we just even with no money in our account at all. So if anything goes through in the next day or so, it's going to bounce again. You know, so please, guys, donate today and look at all the blessings you're getting. This website, we've been around since 1986. We've been broadcasting and streaming on Facebook for 2 years now. And look how this website has grown in the past 2 years just from me using YouTube to broadcast a stream on, and YouTube and DLive and Twitch. So please, guys, the word is getting out about our website, and also please share and subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also share our channel with any Muslim friends you know. Let them know. Before I start my lecture, I meant to address this earlier. You know, I'm always getting these comments from men and women who feel the need to have to advise me, which I don't know what makes them think they can advise me about anything. They don't even know me. But the thing that they call themselves advising me of is such a basic of Islam. I get sick and tired of these comments. Oh, sister, very good lecture, you know, but can you please soften your voice? We understand, you know, your knowledge and passion. Can you please soften your voice? Not for $1 million. And I want all Muslims that hear this to write this down. If you offered me $5 million, I would never soften my voice publicly. Why? Because softening my voice publicly is the same as me walking out my house naked. I fear Allah, and I'm a da'iyah. I do what Allah commands me to do. And a lot of you Muslims are not educated about this deen. That's why you go around saying that women can't show their face, when that's a lie. That women can't be beautiful, that's a lie too. And now you want women to soften their voices? Let me share with you what Allah commands us women. Allah says in the Quran, "O you women who believe, do not soften your voice publicly, lest you stir up emotions in the heart of someone that can cause you harm." So maybe you brothers are so used to listening to these sinful women that you deal with in your personal life, who like to soften their voices and probably look like Nicki Minaj too. Hello, Nicki Minaj is a pretty woman. I think she's extremely beautiful. Okay, but does she have to dress the way she dressed? In her industry, yes. But that's not my industry. I'm in the industry of Allah. And Allah commands the believing women that when we go out publicly for the world to see us, that we, number one, draw our veils over our bosom and wear a bias, which is what I do and what I have on. And he also commands us to never soften our voice publicly, because a lot of you men suffer with a lot of sexual sicknesses. You ain't taking it out on Layla. So I am a da'iyah, I am a professional, and I obey my Lord. So you brothers and sisters too, this is the LGBTQ decade. You will never hear Layla Nashiba speak softly, because I fear Allah. If you want to listen and get off on somebody's voice, go listen to the other women. I ain't paying you to come here and listen to me. I ain't asking you to listen to me. I'm here to service whoever wants to learn about Allah. If you're not interested in learning the religion, then you can bounce. Go listen to the soft-speaking Mutazila. This is a woman of the Sunnah, and I will always speak publicly the way I speak. By the way, I have a degree in it. I have a degree in communications, broadcast journalism. I know how to move my voice. I know how to be Barbara Walters if I wanted to too. Hello, I'm trained. So keep those comments to yourselves. You know, come here and learn from me. Listen to the message that I am trying to share with you, and stop trying to find fault with me. I'm older than most all of you. Seriously, I am most of you, I am twice your age. Okay? Got a lot more experience with you in the world and in the dawah. All right? So you do you, brothers. Layla's doing her for the sake of Allah. So soft voices, you ain't getting that Sunnahfollowers. You understand? The earth is spacious. Bounce. All right? So this is why it's important for us to learn Islam correctly, because we're living in the days in which what is good appears evil. I appear to be an evil woman because I am obeying my Lord and speaking in a loud voice publicly like I'm supposed to. But for the sinful women who sound like 10-year-old babies, you brothers think that they're going right to paradise. This is the life. And it's going to get worse, sisters. It's going to get so bad that the women will be making Hajj and they will be circumambulating around the Kaaba naked like they used to do. Oh, that's how backwards we're going. So now, because a woman is obeying Allah, she's sinful. But the women that don't obey Allah, they're goddesses. Astaghfirullah. Filth. So this is the class, our hadith class. And for this class, we are reinforcing the articles of belief because, again, this is the problem. We do not know our religion. We do not know the basics. We do not know what it means to say that we believe in Allah and we worship Him alone. Because if that were true, we would never tell a Muslim woman to make her voice soft when she's speaking publicly. That's a horrific sin. A horrific sin. The woman's voice is not aura. Okay? But Allah commands us how to speak publicly. All right? We've talked about what it means to believe in Allah in regards to what He's told us of Him. Allah has told us about Himself through His names and attributes. Yesterday in this class, we spoke about how Allah has given us physical descriptions of Himself. But the physical description that He's given us of Him is not to be likened to us, because Allah is the creator, but He's nothing like us. He has eyes, He has hands, He has a foot, but His eyes, His hands, His foot is not like ours. And we're not even supposed to try to figure it out. We just accept it and keep it moving. Today, we're going to begin discussion of the second pillar of belief, which is belief in the angels. The belief in the angels. And we'll begin with page 20 of the book. And by the way, for those of you who have not yet purchased the book, you do want to head over to www.atleeonline.com. This is where all the books that I use. I only use the books written by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee and the books written by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid. All of Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee's books can be purchased by going to www.adleeonline.com. Kareem Abu Zaid's books are on Amazon. Okay? This is the Articles of Belief, and this is how the book looks. Go to his website and you can order it. It's only $10. The $10 includes shipping and everything. That's a picture of Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee. For those of you who don't know who he is, that's how he looks. And there's a picture of yours truly. Okay? So this is the book right here on the left. Make sure you guys buy that. And it covers all the articles of belief. We just completed belief in Allah. Today we'll begin this second article here, which entails the angels. And let me get ready to put the PowerPoint up for my people in my Zoom room. Give me a second here for you guys. I'm getting ready to. And by the way, I am a professional teacher and I do have a lot of students. So what I encourage everyone to do is when I start teaching, screenshot the PowerPoint that I'm using. And then at the end of the class, print them out from your phone and then staple them together and then clip it with a paper clip to the page in the book. Today's page will be page 20. So that way you can review everything, inshallah. So let me reload this. And you guys know we're streaming on all major social platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, DLive, Trovo, LinkedIn, all of that. Okay, but what I'm going to do now is, and also in our Zoom room as well. People on Zoom, you give me a second. You all see I got, who has the host rights? I didn't even give myself host rights. Lord have mercy. So I can make you guys, okay, let me share the screen. I'm going to share you guys to Instagram. Okay, that's Instagram right there. That's the people in Zoom. And what's this? Oh, what is this? Am I screen sharing this too? How I get this off? How did I do that? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Okay, let me go to, I got too many cameras going. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to put this on the screen for everyone. Hold on. Okay. I'll take all this down so you can make your screenshots. Yeah. Take that one down. Let me see how it looks forward. That's Instagram. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's Instagram. So yeah, you can guys, and see the sister there, Islamic. Assalamu alaikum. If you guys type on Instagram, I will be able to see you too. I can see all your typing for everybody except Mixcloud. For those people using Mixcloud, I cannot see your typing, but I can see Twitter, Twitch, everyone else. Inshallah. Okay, so now let me take you guys back to the snow for a minute, just to put you on the PowerPoint. Full screen. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now we can get started. Inshallah. Hold on here. Yeah, so today we'll be covering pages 21 through 23, which begins discussion of the angels of Allah. Everybody likes talking about the angels. Everybody likes to hear about the angels. It makes us happy. The angels, they are our friends. The angels, they make dua for the believers. The angels love us and they want the best for us. So yes, everybody likes to learn about the angels. All right, so here we go. Page 21. Take the book out and turn to 21. Again, there are 6 articles of belief. In other words, 6 things that when we...
It's 23 in the book.
Okay. In the book is 23, y'all. Okay. I want y'all to remember, every time we declare La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Dor Rasulullah, and we declare that every time we make salat, when you recite the tashahhud, you're pledging that allegiance. And one of the things that we are pledging to is to believe in Allah and everything He commanded us to believe in, such as His angels, His books, His messengers, the last day, and His decree. Those are the 6 articles of belief. If you don't believe in those 6 things and everything, I repeat, everything, I repeat again, everything Allah told us about those 6 components, then your belief system is not correct. Does everybody understand that? We went over the first article, which is belief in Allah. The second is belief in His angels. The Arabic word Malik, and when you hear the Arabic word Malik, it means angels in English. And the angels, They are part of the unseen world. What does that mean? Well, there are some things that exist that can be seen with our eyes, such as we can look at each other. We can see the building across the street. I can see the cars. I can see the sun and the moon. And there are other things in existence that cannot be seen with the human eye. If your eye does not have the ability to see something, that doesn't mean that that thing doesn't exist. Just because we cannot see Allah does not mean that he does not exist. Just because we cannot see the angels either does not mean that they don't exist. And take a screenshot of this. Okay? So the unseen world, this world is the world of things that we cannot see. Allah is part of the unseen world. Paradise and hell are part of the unseen world. The jinn are part of the unseen world. And the angels are part of the unseen world. And this is why you brothers need to be careful when you tell your women that they should be invisible. When they leave the house, it should be as if they invisible, as if they don't exist. When you make a stupid statement like that, you're basically saying that Allah made a mistake in his creation. You're saying that Allah made a mistake creating women to be part of the seen world. Women are part of the seen world, not unseen. We are not jinn. We are not angels. We are of mankind, and we are of the seen world. And nowhere does Allah command the believing women to be invisible or as if she's invisible when she leaves her house. This is a lie against the law. The prophet's wives were seen. The female companions were all seen. They did not pretend to be invisible when they left their homes. So you sisters, be careful of these brothers that speak nonsense. Whenever we speak about Allah and his religion, we have to bring dalil to say something that Allah didn't say. This is lying on him. This is accusing him, in this case, of making a mistake. Be careful, brothers. Y'all got to get over this oppression against women. Get over it. Come back to the Sunnah. Okay? All right. So, some things in this world we cannot see with the naked human eye, but we can see them with special tools, such as a microscope. For example, cells and bacteria and viruses. We can't see them without a microscope or a telescope or something. But then there's other things that cannot be seen at all. It doesn't matter how many microscopes, telescopes you use, you'll never be able to see an angel. No matter how many telescopes, no matter how powerful it is, you'll never be able to point it at the sky and see Allah or even paradise. Okay? So that's the unseen world. The unseen world are things that Allah did not create for us to be able to see, but they can see us. And his angels are part of that. Everybody understand that? But I want you to know, as Allah tells us, everything in this world is temporary. The angels cannot be seen by us, but that's temporary, just like Allah. A law we cannot see in this world either, but it's temporary. Because when we die, and right when we're dying, we will be able to see the angels. We will see when the angel of death comes to take our soul. And on the day of judgment, when we are raised up from our graves, we will be able to see Allah and paradise and the hellfire too. So, but as long as we're living on this earth, we won't be able to see any of those things until the next world. So let's talk about the angels. They are part of the unseen world. We cannot see them, but they can see us, and they do exist. What are they? The angels. They are submissive creations of Allah. Allah created them, and He did not give them free will. So that means they don't have the ability to make their own choices or their own decisions. They only do what Allah commands them to do, like a robot would. And they are submissive to Him. And they do not share any of His divinity. In other words, they are nothing like Allah. They can't see and know what you're thinking or any of that. And I want to emphasize that, because the Christians teach that the angels they know what's in your mind. They know what you're thinking. That is not correct. The only one that can know what you're thinking is Allah. The angels have no divinity. And they were created from light. What kind of light? Only Allah knows. The light that Allah created them from is nothing like the light that we know of. Because again, nothing in the next world is anything like anything here. So they were created from light, not from a candle, not from fire. Whatever type of light that Allah used is what they're created from. Okay? We were created from dirt. But we are not in the same form of dirt that you can see outside the masjid or something. Okay, so I want y'all to understand that the angels are a creation of Allah. They are a separate creation from us. They are not human. They are not jinn. They are angel. They have no free will. They were created from light, and they do whatever Allah commands them to do. And by the way, guys, the angels weren't the only thing created from light. For example, Allah speaks of Himself. Allah speaks of Himself as of light. He told us that the Quran is also light. Also, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is light, but it's not the type of light that we think of. The Prophet Muhammad is a human being. He was a human being, but he has a light about him, his own unique quality of it. But he was a human being. He was not an angel. He was not a jinn, and he definitely ain't Allah. Okay? So we don't question these things. We just accept what Allah says. The Quran is a light for the heart. The Prophet Muhammad was sent as a light of guidance for mankind. And Allah Himself is light. Everybody understand that? And what makes Allah light, again, is that guidance. So don't try to figure out these type of things. Just accept what Allah says. Also, guys, Allah tells us that He has blessed the angels. He blessed them with the ability to carry out His commands without hesitation. So whenever Allah tells them to do something, they do it. like his servants. They do it. Listen to what Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning. To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth, and those close to him, the angels. They are not prevented because of arrogance from worshiping him, nor do they ever get tired. They worship Allah night and day, and they never slacken that. So the angels, were created by Allah to do whatever he commands them to do. And they never get tired of doing it. And they suffer from no arrogance, fatigue. They don't eat food. They don't drink. They don't have sex. They're not of any sex either. And that's another thing too. The angels are not male and they are not female. They are of no gender at all. Okay. And not only do the angels carry out the commands of Allah, but they love him. And they are not arrogant or boastful about what they do either. They're different from us in that matter. Sometimes when we attain a level of status or position of status, we become arrogant. But the angels are not like that. They're submissive, humble beings created by Allah that don't suffer with any of those emotions that humans suffer with, of anger, greed, arrogance, desire, jealousy. The angels are free of all of that. A lot of people will ask, how many angels are there? Well, only Allah knows how many there are. But to show you that there's a lot of them, we have the authentic hadith, whereas the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam shares with us as to how when he went on his night journey, he was taken to the Bayt al-Mahdi. That was a house in paradise. And every day, 70,000 angels entered it. And never came out. And, so this lets us know that there's a lot of angels. How many? Only Allah knows. But every day, 70,000 will go to visit that house. They enter it and never come out. So there's millions and millions and millions of angels. Only Allah knows how many. He makes as many as he wants. And when we talk about believing in the angels, there are 4 things we have to believe, that it falls into 4 categories. Number 1, we believe in their existence. Number 2, we believe in those who have been named by Allah to us and everything Allah has told us about them. And we also believe in those angels who don't have names. We also believe in whatever attributes Allah tells us he's given them. And we believe in their actions and activities. Allah did mention the names of some of the top best angels. For example, Jibril, who's the angel of revelation, Michael, who controls the weather, Israfil, who will blow the horn on the day of judgment, Malik, who is the guardian over the hellfire, Munkar, and Nakir, who are the 2 angels that will question us in the grave, and Harut and Marut, the 2 twins who Allah sent to the people of Lot, okay, and also sent to teach the people how to live in happiness, men with women and women with men. Okay. So, some angels, Allah has told us their names. Others, he have not. But even though he has not given us the names of those angels, we still believe in them. Okay. And the angels look different too. Some of them have 2 wings. Some of them have 4 wings. And some of them have more. And this is also something that differs from what the Christians teach. The Christians show these little bitty babies flying around with little wings. The angels are of no gender. They're not male and they're not female. And they have different numbers of wings. For example, Jabril is the strongest of all the angels. He has more wings than all of them. Listen to how the prophet described him. The prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I saw the angel Jabril in his original form, and he had 600 wings. His wings were so big that each one filled the entire horizon to the east and the west. So Jabril has 600 wings. Some have 2, some have 4, some have more. So they're different. And also, Allah has told us that the angels have the ability to change their form. They are part of the unseen world. What does that mean? That means you will never be able to see an angel in its original form in this world. But they can take on the appearance of something different, and you can see it. For example, the angel Jabril, he would come to teach the prophet the religion, and he would come in the form of a man. One time he came dressed in white. He had dark black hair, and he sat down with the prophet and asked the prophet to tell him about Islam. This is with him when he was giving a quiz to the prophet. Also, remember, Allah tells us that the angel Jabril took on the appearance of a man and came to Mary, the mother of Jesus, and told her that she would be having a baby. Also, remember Prophet Abraham, alayhi salam, the 2 angels, Harut and Marut, who came to Prophet Abraham in the form of a man. So the angels do have the ability to change their appearance. They can take on the appearance of a human being, or they can take on the appearance of a beautiful animal, a beautiful white horse, a beautiful cat, a beautiful lion, a beautiful tiger. They can take on those type of forms. And when they do, we're able to see them in those forms. But you won't know if it's an angel or not. Okay? A lot of people tell us stories about how they were traveling and their car broke down on the road. And a handsome man pulled over, got out of his car and fixed the tire, and then got up in his car and left. That could have been an angel, and nobody else seen that man. Or we have people that tell us stories about how they go hiking. They go hiking and they fall down and break their leg. And they're laying there in the mountain with their leg broken, and all of a sudden a beautiful white animal, a white cat, or a beautiful white wolf comes up holding water, a bottle of water in its mouth, and gives it to them. That could have been an angel. That white wolf could have been an angel. That white cat could have been an angel. So there's a lot of stories like that. Allah knows best if they were or not, but they could have been. So they have the ability to take on different appearances. And again, they all have different duties. For example, Jabril is the angel of revelation. Michael is the one that controls the weather. Israfil oversees the blowing of the trumpet on the day of judgment. The angel of death, he has been charged with taking the souls. And by the way, the angel of death has no name. There is no authentic hadith that says the name of the angel of death. Okay, so we don't know his name, but he is a guardian angel. His job is to be in charge with the taking of the souls. And also we have Malik, who is the guardian over the hellfire. And again, Munkar and Nakir, who are the ones that's going to question us when we're in our graves. So these are the things that we have been told about the angels that I wanted to go over with you guys today. There's other things we will be discussing about the angels and their duties in particular, but I'm going to do it, slowly. I'm not going to sit here and go through a whole chapter of a book, and all of that. A whole chapter of a book with you guys and throw all this information on you, and then you don't remember it because most of you don't do too well with my quizzes. I don't know if that's, maybe we got some OCD. I mean, what you call it, ADD? I don't know. Bipolarism? I don't know. But y'all don't do too good on my quizzes, so I'm going slow, 2 pages at a time. I have to do 2 pages at a time with you guys. All right, so I'm going to stop right here.